All right, so you want nice things, but it's expensive. So how do we afford these things that we want in life, but we just can't quite afford right now? I'll show you. Okay, so today I want to talk about one of my favorite things, and I have a ton of them in my budget. It's called a sinking fund. And if you never have heard of me talk about them before, then maybe you weren't paying quite enough attention, or maybe you had no idea what it was and it just like totally, went over your head. And that's okay, because I'm going to bring them up again because they're really important and you should really make sure that they are included in your budgets. All right, so think of a sinking fund as a little savings account, a little pot of money, your little envelope or your little coin purse of something that's going directly towards something specific, right? So let's say if you want to buy this really nice shirt, or let's do a jacket, right? You want a new jacket. It's maybe like $300, but it's really important to you. It's going to keep you warm. It's going to look stylish. Maybe your other ones are kind of ratty. And so you really want to get this jacket. Do you spend $300 right now, kind of blow your, all the extra money that you have in your paycheck and you're kind of eating macaroni for the rest of the week? Do you put it on your credit card, promising yourself that you will pay it off later, which doesn't always happen? Or do you just save up a little bit of money over a period of time and then you can buy it in cash? I would say we're going to save up some money and we're going to pay for it in cash because we have sinking funds and they are there for a reason. All right, so you probably are like, tell me more about the sinking fund. I want nice things and I don't want to cause, throw a wrench into my budget or my finances because I bought something that I maybe shouldn't have. So how do we make the two play nice together? And what you want to do is you want to outline, okay, what are all the things in my life, goals that you might have, larger annual expenses, semi-annual expenses that you have, events that are happening in your calendar. What are all the things that maybe warrant a sinking fund, maybe warrant having a pile of money saved up that I'm going to slowly save for over time? Then we're just going to create a list of those. And we also want to also note next to those items, how much do they cost, right? So if it is that new jacket, $300. If it is, maybe you want to go to the state fair and blow a bunch of money, maybe you're going to say like $200 for that. Maybe you want to buy season tickets for an event, maybe baseball or football or whatever it is, and you put that dollar amount next to there. And then we're just going to divide how much money we need, or the money that we need divided by the amount of time that we have until we need that money. And that will tell you how much money you need to save per month. All right, let's dive into a real world example. So let's say we want to save for a trip to Hawaii. We want to buy a new jacket. And let's say we also want to save for the state fair. And then we probably need some money for Christmas, so let's do that. All right, so we have our four different areas here. These are our four different sinking funds, and we want to make sure that we have enough money for them when that item happens, when that event happens, whatever the case is. And we obviously want to be a little proactive with some things. If we know our jacket is getting a little bit worn or it's going to be needing to replace soon, we maybe want to add a jacket before we find our dream jacket, right? So that we can maybe buy it on the spot. But let's start here with the trip to Hawaii. What you want to do is you actually want to create a little mini budget and figure out how much money do you need. Maybe you need to buy plane tickets, most likely, unless you already live there, right? Maybe you need to have an Airbnb. You want to do some food, some booze while you're there. You want to go on a couple of day trips. And let's say all of that totals to $5,000, right? You're going to live it up while you're there and $5,000. Let's say your jacket, you want to spend $200 max. You want to make sure you get a nice one, but it doesn't need to be the fanciest thing there. And then for the state fair, let's say you want to go one day, tickets are like $25, but you also want to make sure you can buy food and booze while you're there. So we're going to actually say $200 also for the state fair, because it's okay if we have extra money, we can always roll that into something else. And then Christmas, same thing with the trip to Hawaii. Do you need wrapping paper? Who do you have to buy presents for? Do you need to buy extra groceries? Think about all the things that you would need to include in this Christmas fund, and then go ahead and write a total dollar amount. And let's say you need $1,000 for Christmas. So then what we would do is we would break out these totals by the amount of time that we have until these items or these events happen. So a trip to Hawaii, let's say we want to make sure we go next spring, and so maybe we have 12 months until we have to go to Hawaii. Jacket, let's say it's already spring right now, so we're going to want it for next winter because this winter was not fun with our jacket. So we're going to want a new jacket in like 6 months. State Fair, that's coming up here, that's going to be in 5 months. And then Christmas, let's say if we're doing live, it's April when we're recording this, we're going to need 9 months, but let's have Christmas money available the month ahead of time. So we have 8 months until Christmas. And then so what we would do is we divide each of these totals out, and we make sure that we know how much money we need to be saving every single month. All right, so 5,000 divided by 12 is going to be 416.66, but let's just say 417. That way we have enough. Our $200 that we need in 6 months is going to be about $34. Our State Fair is going to be about $40 a month. And then our Christmas is going to be $125 a month. And so that's how you can get an idea of how much money you need for each individual sinking fund, the total amount that you need, the amount of time that you need it by, and then how much money you're going to be saving each month to make sure that you can have this full total dollar amount by the time that this item actually happens. All right, so there you have it. List out all of the things that you want that are important to your life, that make you feel fulfilled. We definitely don't want to feel like we are, struggling when we're paying off debt or when we're using our budgets. We want to make sure that we are still happy and enjoying life. So write out all of your sinking funds, add them to your budget, save for them each month, and then you can make sure that you have all the things that you love in life without having to worry about going into debt or feeling like you're living from paycheck to paycheck. There you have it. Looking for more information on budgeting, paying off debt, living your best life? Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can have all the information available at your fingertips as it is released. And again, thank you for watching and good luck with your journey. I'm always here. Let me know how it goes for you.